Hi class, this is Dr. Howell, and I'm going to take you through our EDTC 5353 course. This is Designing Online Learning Environments, and in this course you are going to learn about what goes into the backside of designing a course. So as a student, you typically see the course after it's finished in its polished format, and this semester you're going to get to see what goes into actually designing the course and getting to set up your own course within Blackboard. So I'm going to show you this in the instructor mode, which is what you're seeing now. Yours is going to look a little different because I can see everything, even links and modules that are hidden from students. But I want you to get a little bit of a handle on this because you're going to get your own course to design and add content to throughout this semester. So this will give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what you're kind of going to get to see as you dig into your own course. So each week, if you've taken a course with me in the past, you're going to open up the course and it's going to go to the course homepage. So from your Blackboard dashboard or however you enter, you'll go in and it's going to send you to the welcome page and you'll see a message from me each week. Just like the other courses, or if you haven't taken one with me before, our classes start on Monday at 12 a.m. So depending on if you're up late or early, it's going to start at 12 a.m. on Monday, which is Sunday night for some of you that are night owls. You're going to see this message. It just kind of gives you an overview of what's going to happen that week. And then you're going to go to the left to find all the other information in this weekly, in this navigation menu. So to start, we're going to click on the course information link, and this is where you're going to see the course syllabus, the course schedule, and our course map. So real quickly, I'll go into the course syllabus. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to read to you. I will go over our assignment of grades. So the key points, which we use in Google Docs. If you've taken classes with me or if you're familiar with Google Docs, you'll see in our weekly modules, you'll have a few key points assigned, and that'll be 20% of your final grade. There's a course foundation assignment, which is 15%. Group discussions and the exemplary course review is another 15%. Participation in our synchronous Zoom session is 10% of your final grade. Module development and peer critique is 20%, and then your comprehensive final exam is also 20%. So people get a little freaked out about the final exam. It is what I would say open book, and you're able to go and look up things. However, it is timed as well. So just be sure that you're saving any notes or quizzes as we take them throughout the semester. You'll have access to all of those, but you'll want to kind of have them put together so that you're not taking too much time and don't get enough time to finish the final exam when it comes time for that, which is at the very end of the semester. The course schedule is just kind of an overview. It tells you what we're doing each week, and it's got the dates listed over here. You'll notice week 13 is Thanksgiving, so you're going to have that whole week off. It's a good time for you to work on your class project. If you're still working in your development course, it's a good time for you to get ready for your comprehensive exam, and of course spend time with friends and family and take a little bit of rest and relaxation that week. The campus may have classes if you're in any face-to-face classes. So this is just for my course. We take a break that whole week being online. I just I don't schedule anything for that week. So make sure that if you have other classes, you check with those professors because it could be different. At the very bottom, there are some important fall dates, and it just tells you if you're applying for fall commencement, when you can drop a class with no record, when registration begins, all of that fun stuff. And I'll send out emails as well throughout the course, but this is just a quick kind of overview for some important fall dates for you. The course map is a visual representation. So there's a link here that takes you to the Google drawing. It looks kind of unreadable. And so if you click on the zoom button, you can zoom in. The reason I show it to you this way is just so you can kind of see what's possible in Google Drawing. It's just another tool. And then I've also created it in a PDF format for you from Google Drawings. So it's just a visual tool. Some of us like to see things differently. or learn differently. So it all kind of has the same information, just in different formats. And that information is there for you. Some course terminology used in the course. You've probably seen all of these before. One of the items that we use, and if you've taken other classes with me, the Google Plus community, and we'll go there here in just a few minutes. And that's where we're going to do our introductions and any course questions or conversations that we want to have throughout the course. That's where we will communicate for the course in there, and then of course via email. As far as myself, expectations, you can expect me to be accessible to answer your questions, be responsive to emails and other forms of correspondence, model an appropriate and professional tone in all forms of correspondence, provide you with substantive feedback on your work, and serve as a neutral voice for group members involved in collaborative efforts. You will have some group work. I know that that is a scary term for some of us who don't like to work in groups. You want to be in charge of your own grades and of your own work in the class, and that's great. However, as a professional, we do have to work in teams and groups sometimes, so it's nothing that you won't be able to get through. I am here though if there are issues, or if you are concerned about a group member who maybe doesn't work as early in the week as you do. We try to kind of group you together based on when you work in the week, but I know that can change as working adults and with family and other things going on in our lives. So as a participant, I expect you to seek out assistance and resources to help you reach your learning goals, invest adequate time to complete all assignments, log in and participate in the course early in the week and frequently, communicate with me, your classmates, and your small group members, and assist and encourage your fellow classmates. So I know that some of you are weekend warriors, and I know that you're not going to be able to completely work through the whole module in the beginning of the week, but make sure that you can log in and that you're not having any issues, because if it comes Wednesday or Sunday and, at 11 o'clock and you're trying to get some things in and Blackboard's down or something else is going on, you don't want to be late on some assignments, because late work is not accepted. Of course, I'm very understanding, if you have something that is going on, just make sure to communicate with me. So don't let it go and then communicate with me a week later. The faster you can communicate with me, the better, and we'll try to work through it. But just for typical purposes, late work is not accepted. So try to get into the class early in the week. There is professor information here. So this is my information. I don't use the mail tool in Blackboard. It's just I don't feel like I can answer it quickly enough. I have to log into Blackboard. It doesn't work on the phone app very well. So I feel like I can just answer you quicker if you email me at my Tarleton email. So that's going to be the main form of communication as far as one-on-one communication. And then you'll also be able to communicate in the Google Plus community that I'll show you here shortly. My office hours are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 12 to 4 p.m. Additional hours by appointment. I know most of you are not in Stephenville or on campus, so you can certainly email me and we can have a Zoom conference or a phone conversation, anytime that's convenient for both of us. These are just when I'll be actually in my office physically. So additional hours by appointment are completely open, and, I understand that you work and, have other responsibilities, so it's not a problem if it has to be in the evening or on weekends or whenever is convenient for you. I'm completely open to all of that. I know in the syllabus it does say that weekend emails will be answered on Monday. I typically respond all weekend. There's just a note in there that I try to make some time for my family and any personal engagements, but I will typically respond. I just try to note that in there so that you're not expecting it within a couple hours if it's on a Saturday afternoon. So as you all know, you have kids and families, and we're gone with them sometimes at different sporting events and such. But I also leave my cell phone number on the syllabus. And so at the very top, you'll see my cell phone number. Actually, it's not there. I will add that because I don't mind if you text me or call me on that. My office number is actually forwarded to my cell phone just for when I'm not in the office. It'll go there. So you can always feel free to call regardless of the time or day, and I will be sure to answer or call you back if you leave a voicemail. Going down the tabs, my Twitter feed is here, and this is just to show you some of the different tools that are available here. This is something that you may use when you are doing your development course. Of course, it says there's no more tweets right now. I'm not sure why that is, so we'll check that out. But that's just a tool that's available. Announcements. If we have announcements, this will be open. If you'll notice, it has the little square with the X through it. That means that it's not showing for students right now. So you won't see this when you log into the course. But this is something that you would see as an instructor on your end. If you have links that aren't open to students, then you can see them, but students cannot. So going through weekly modules, this is where you'll go each week to find out what we're going to be doing. So week 1 is the introduction to the course. This is where you're at now. This is how you got to this video. And then your course topic survey, this is where you're going to find everything for each week along with our verification form. So it'll look different depending on if I change things or add information, that sort of thing. But when you click on weekly modules, you're only going to see week 1 right now, whereas I can see all of the weeks throughout the semester. They're just not available for students right now. So it tells me that. Our Google Plus community, this links directly out to our Google Plus community. If you haven't already done that, go ahead and enter your introduction here. And then these other links here are hidden from students. You will see my grades. Nothing will be posted here until you have a grade for an assignment, and the due dates will be changed and updated for this semester. And then everything else is hidden except for our resources tab. So there's resources here and Blackboard help that'll allow you to get help. Blackboard is in more hours, like they're there in the evenings and on weekends, so you can always call them for assistance. I can help with some things, but if it's something with your computer or something going on that way, you'll have to call and get a Blackboard help desk support person on the line. So I use Google Chrome. You'll have to use Google Chrome for a lot of the things we do in class, just because we do use Google tools, and just ensure that you are utilizing either Google Chrome or Firefox. They don't recommend Internet Explorer because there's been some issues with that. And then if you're on a Mac, of course, you can use Safari or Google Chrome as well. There will be another link here asking for your Google addresses, because I will be assigning your groups with your Gmail addresses. So you'll see that on the left-hand side as well. And then anything else that I add, I will be sure to put in our Google Plus community or into the course messages in the beginning. So the Google Plus community, when you post something, you're going to be able to filter it by discussion, introduction, or weekly module questions. Right now it's empty because I'm the only one that's posted, and then all posts. So if I have something important, I'll pin it, which is where I can click here and pin it to the community. That's just so that it stays up at the top for anybody to see. You'll be putting your introductions here. This is my introduction. You'll be able to read through, and then you'll respond to a couple of your classmates. Hopefully some of you have taken other classes together throughout your journey. And if this is your first class, then we welcome you and can't wait to learn more about each and every one of you. So this is just a quick overview of the course and Blackboard in itself. You'll learn a lot more tools and kind of the back end of creating courses and navigating through the course design process. And we'll do that each week, and it'll build on one another. So this was just to kind of give you an overview of this specific course and where to find things and kind of what you might see and the look as an instructor versus a student. So I hope to learn more with you throughout this course. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me as always via email or phone, or if you're on the Stephenville campus or in Stephenville, feel free to stop by and say hi during my office hours. I look forward to working with all of you.